again. It's unexpectedly part 2 because, as you might see, there's a big thing. I don't like it. It's been there for a while and I can't post the first video until I do something with the second video. And I have been using some Amsterdam Black with Australian Floetrol in it, and I think what I want to do is change this up with some colors. That was Anita's White Metallic. This is a Prism Pour Hot Orchid from Color Art. This is some Purple Flash from Folk Art. This is a blue I almost never use from Folk Art that I added purple to, and it's a flash, which means it'll change color. And this is my, it used to be Bahama Blue, now it's Island Blue, and it reminds me of this color here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try some of that. I'm also going to use a little bit of my Electric Blue. And the Cobalt Blue from Artist Loft is very turquoise, and I love that about it. I want a little bit of gold. How about X marks the spot? There we go. And I just realized that I would love to have a little bit of the Venetian Blue that's from Modern Masters. Now I have a couple of little tools that I just had in my hand. They're there, right there. Cool. I thought I was going to be a dork for a minute. Here's my Aussie Floetrol with Amsterdam Black, which is probably black oxide. I'm going to take a fairly copious amount of this and drop it right onto my little tool. Let it drip. And I might be done in a heartbeat. Could be, could happen. I think I'm going to put a little more black on there. I might, before I do that, pick up some paint. And change up this color down here, which is kind of brown. I don't need cells, and if I wanted them I could come back again in a minute and probably add them. Because I think those colors are great. Alright, so a little more Amsterdam Black, I said. Anywhere else I want this? Let's just clean off my little tool wherever seems like a good idea. This has got to go. I'm thinking up there too. Why don't I grab a little bit of that paint? Since I'm here, you know, sort of thing. Because I can. That's the name of my first book. A lot of people know that. Wow. Okay. I guess the National Weather Service is letting us know something's happening. And there's a hurricane been announced in the area, but I thought it had gone out to sea, so let's hope it is not going to be a problem. I'm going to throw a little bit more gold in there. I have another tool also ready. I see no reason why not to link those up. I'm liking this more and more. Where's my other little tool? Let's just go ahead and use that. I want some of that white. I'm going to try it. I have the Amsterdam White, also with Australian Floetrol in it. The thing I like about this round tool is that I can twist it and use its edge a lot easier than I can any of the other tools I made. So if I were going to make one, I would make the one with the oval. Let's see if there's anything else I want to change in there. I kind of like how this is going, so I'm thinking I'm just going to keep going with it. Somebody's like, we knew you couldn't stop. You were right. And I love this color, which is basically yellow with a little orange in it. And have another favorite color here that I didn't used to like because it looked bad in the bottle, but it's wonderful, which is the color shifting red from Folk Art. So I'm just going to do that again and wonder if maybe I want to put a little more Hot Orchid in there too. Because I can, sort of thing. I like those cells over here, so I really don't want to change too much of that. But I will use any colors that have built up on my edge. And I'm always inclined to steal colors, especially when I can add them easily with just the little edge of my tool. So that's all pretty cool. Now this is really dark. Here it comes. Let's do something pretty easy. That's the purple flash. That's the electric blue from Arteza. And do I want it to be black or white? Oh boy. How about we get down and get funky and do both? Never thought about trying both before. Or if I have, I'm forgetting that I did so. That's cool. Just steal a little paint from there, just to add in this one spot that I just decided to add to everything. And a little bit of Hot Orchid. And a little more black. You really don't have to settle for things being not the way you want them. You can always, in my opinion at least, come back and add a few more layers of depth. So I really like a lot of this now. But for some reason I'm being called to adding a little bit of that electric glue. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I want something else down here, and I have a color, yes, the Amethyst from Artist Loft. Along with a little bit of everything else. I didn't get a lot of cells, but I got a few, and I kind of like what I got. And I never really did intend on doing anything with this up here. But I could probably definitely mess with it a little bit just to integrate it, make it look a little more organic. Do I like that without anything else? I'm not sure. I have other tools, little tiny tools. I do mean tiny too. That's pretty tiny. Not that you can see it easier when I stick my finger on it. I think it's time for a little bit more of that. It's important that the little tools I use, there's a video, it's important that they float. Otherwise you dig down to canvas. I'm much happier with all of that, but I'm still working because I'm still having a good time, and I think I'm still seeing improvements. So until I'm really done, all bets are off. That was the purple flash on top of the Hot Orchid, on top of the Anita's white metallic. Okay, so what do I do now? I go back to my big tool. Oh boy. I'm going to wipe that off first this time. So I have a nicely spaced out layer of that black. That's it. Now I'm happy. Finally have it the way I want it. More of my favorite colors. Better movement, better color. And I'm almost done. Let's do a little more of this. So it went from something that was okay to something I consider to be fairly spectacular, which is what I always desire but don't always chase down. And I definitely think other people should be willing to chase it down as well as me. Love just touching the edge of the tool. All right, a little more black. Wow. Do I want it to be black? I want more pink. I can't help it. And that's kind of subtle, and that's okay. These tools are great for touching up the edges too. They're just the right width. Alright, so as far as I'm concerned, that is a spectacular and wonderful change. And I'm sorry that it took part 1 and part 2, but I want to let you guys know I love you, and this works in almost every direction, and I'm thrilled. I like to call this, I'm being chuffed. I'm chuffed. And I don't have to worry about this heavy paint because I have used GAC 800. I know it's pretty scarce right now. I hope it comes back again because it keeps paint from cracking. No matter how small an amount you can get of that, it's going to be the one ingredient that you use that keeps your paint from cracking. So I'm going to try and zoom in so you can see some of these cells. But mostly it's the movement and the color and the energy that's making me really happy. Really happy. And happy that you guys joined me. Thank you so much for all the donations that help keep me painting all this time. If you want to be somebody who contributes to help keep the studio creating videos, then look on the end screen video. It's an exhibition video, and it has in the beginning of it the prizes for the monthly drawing that you would be automatically entered in should you happen to make a donation through PayPal or Patreon. And you can find the icons on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel banner, or you can find the link on my link tree. The first blue link under the video is the link tree with my Amazon link, where my two books are. And you could shop there at no added cost to you, and helps me out. Also on my Amazon link, also on my Linktree link, where the Amazon link is. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, my website, my legalist clothing made in Montreal with some gorgeous patterns, some of my favorites for beautiful, beautiful dresses and kimono tops. My email address is below the Linktree, and if you should like to contact me regarding a private class at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, or the purchase of an artwork, please use that email address. It's easpb, the word gallery spelled out, at gmail.com. If you appreciate what I do, please like and share and you watch longer. Thumbs up cheers me up, and your comments are the best part of all. So thank you so much for all your kind words and keeping me here and inspired because of your appreciation. My community board will have tomorrow's video. And my Facebook groups are also on the Linktree. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More is for shoppingpixels.com and Fine Art America. You can also find on the Linktree. And Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors has albums of old YouTube artworks, and I'm catching up. So there are some new things to see there. If you have questions, please ask me. If you're looking for my paint pouring recipe, it's under the description when you click Show More. I love you guys. There's over 2,100 videos, and they're organized by topic, genre, and by the 100. Don't forget, if you have a question, please feel free to ask me. I'm not sure what I've forgotten. There's always something. Oh, Teespring Clothing. It used to be Teespring. It's now Spring. And click on any of those links, and it'll bring you to some awesome stuff. All over print leggings and all over print t-shirts at much less money than the Legalerist, who also has all over prints. I think that's enough for now. I'm sure there's something else. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Priscilla out.